I've become convinced, I tell you, that the game has something to the east that I can get. That huge area that I explored last episode has been really exciting, and in future I shall probably go there a few more times and see what I could get there. But meanwhile, it's time to play Mental Block. But wait, it was already Mental Block. Well, yes, but this is the Mental Block that I was continuing from earlier where we're messing with the villages. No, don't quit! Play the game! Ah! I like to play multiplayer. Okay, here we go! Okay, my computer crashed, and after I did a whole bunch of stuff. But, I'm back to normal. As you can see, I've actually torn down most of one building. Oh, it's right next to the chicken thing. I've been trying to tear into some of this junk. I gotta get rid of that. As you can see, I've got a lot of... Oh, I should do some sand. I've done the sandstone, and I've got 44 of it. Yes! I should also do some of the more cobblestone. There's plenty of that needs to be done. Tearing down one of the main houses should make it more possible for them to go up there, but I may need to build all the way down here. Meanwhile... These few villagers that are left are going to really enjoy what I'm giving them, although I don't have any doors on me right now. I built a little more of this mysterious thing, which I've recalibrated so it's at the correct... Why does this look like that? That's weird. Anyway, the wall's doing nicely. Yay. Oh, that's right. You want me to do this. It's got to be done. Anyway, I noticed Seth Bling had just joined Mindcrack. That's very nice. He sort of belongs there, but it's one of those things. Although he technically belongs there, he doesn't do Mindcrack-like stuff very well. You'll notice that he's just showing off his invention, really. His latest invention. It sounds like an old Robin Hood TV show. Robin Hood, if there was a real Robin Hood, never ever had a TV show. I mean, never went around inventing things. Well, I guess it's possible he invented some things. But does anybody remember any of that stuff? Oh, we're done. That's nice, and this is nice, and I also have to dig off of the edges. Oh, that reminds me, I was digging. Then I'll do half blocks. Yeah, that house has to go. A lot of houses have to go. Who cares? That's got to... Is that a... Yeah, that's another one. That's what we got over here. This is where it should be. Yeah, this is what I was digging out. I'm gonna have to dig out a lot of this anyway. Anyway, so Seth Bling's first thing was very interesting. He just had a little bit of space, and he dug a hole. He dug a huge hole, and dirt. I need dirt. Herpa-derp. Yay! And he had this huge hole and that he dug into the ground so that he could do this automated or semi-automated thing, and it was all very nice, and all I could think of was how buggy it was, and why did he bother with that? He should have just built some normal stuff. And why be offended if somebody... said we already did that? But no, that was his first thing. He didn't even start with a house or anything. Very interesting. Now he says he's going to go find somewhere to live, and so we'll see what happens. Meanwhile, in this game, which, though not necessarily better than Seth Bling, how much extra space do I got? This is a huge amount of work, and that's why I'm not going to spend any time going out there and doing more caving today. I'll be doing that on my next video, or the video after that, or, well, a video anyway. There's a lot to do. There's castles to name, and yes, just for those of you who do not remember, or who don't care, yes, I am going to build a castle, and the first person who has a really good name for it is the winner. Unfortunately, I can't choose the winner. If there aren't any entries, I'll have to use the name which I'm giving it. What name shall I give the castle if there are no entries? Ah, well, I'm not going to tell you, because it's a surprise. It's one heck of a surprise. Well, it's rather predictable, I should think. For those of you who know anything about me and my like for video games, and I saw another one. This has to be done anyway because I don't want buildings made out of sand. Oh, it's done. Okay. Take it. Take it. Oh, you know what the problem is. There. I should light this up. Right there. There we go. Not perfect, but the tunnel that goes underneath, secretly underneath the church. Ha ha ha. For priests to get away. Oh, that's why I have to tear down the church, as the priests are going to get away if I don't. Or if I do. Yeah, I just put lots and lots and lots of doors everywhere. I've got more places to have doors. This is the house I've already torn down, except I left some wood up. Is that sloppy of me or what? Well, yes. But it's about carrying the stuff around and... Oop, that's not right. We'll get more of that. We'll get more of that. Ugh. Okay. How to get it when it's way, way up there? Well, you could build up. That's one way to cheat. Just do this. I had to go on the roof in order to get the stuff that was above that. Stair blocks being used as decorations. Nothing against that. Get this stuff out of the way. Nothing against stair blocks being used as decorations, but I just don't care for it sometimes. Because then you have to carry around, instead of just regular blocks, you have to carry around half blocks, you have to carry around stair blocks. It would be so much better if there was just some way to just carry the whole thing in one. But I'm one of those people... Oh, I just ran out. I don't have an axe anymore. Ah. Oh, nice. Alright. I'm just one of those people who's still upset about the old alpha or whatever it was that changed it from a maximum of 100, from 999 to 64. I mean, what was the point? Was there a reason for that? Yeah, I got a lot of stair blocks I don't need now. I don't need any of these really either, actually. I mean, well, I gotta make more. Guess what I gotta make more of? And why is that over there? And why is that over there? Yes, okay. Doing. Now to get to the bed. Not 100% sure where the bed is. Center of town somewhere. Oh, I can see it from here. Good. Good, 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 good. Yes, I threw it away. I don't remember where I was going to put more of these. I don't remember. Oh, maybe we're going to put some here. Bloop. I'm taking too much time here. Alright. Come on, faster! Oh, too late. Why won't it let me run? Oh, is it because of I need to eat some food? Well, I'm going to do that after I've slept here. Nothing like a good morning nosh. Yummy. Yeah, I'm going to leave that stone there like that for absolutely no reason. Somebody's going to say you're putting down too many torches. My aim... This isn't right. Yeah, wait a minute. What is wrong with this picture? Oh! I just didn't build the rest of that. My aim is to have more gravel. My aim is to set this up and have the torches go inside each one of these buildings. That is, they don't go in the building, but you walk into the building or into the room, very small and snug and cozy, and it's big enough for a dwarf anyway. But you'll see here that it's nice and well lit, and at nighttime it should be well lit enough, and that's the important point. I really don't want that stuff there. But I'll leave it there for now because I gotta. And don't ask me to remember what that was from. Gotta what? I don't remember. Some Jim Carrey movie. When you don't even remember which Jim Carrey movie it is, it tells you something about his versatility. As in, where is his versatility? And there we go. Anyway, more of the same. I don't have to show the rest of that. What about this? I don't want to really work on that either, actually. I don't want to work on that. Or rather, I do want to work on everything. Get everything out of the way. Yeah, rather, I do want to work on everything, but I just wanted to show you the results rather than just go ahead and do all this. Anyway, a lot of people were really bothered about Seth Bling joining Mindcrack. Why not give somebody who's not very famous a chance? I feel that way a little bit, but really, to be honest, they have to go with people with whom they are familiar, and they don't have recruiting drives all the time and stuff like that. And to be quite honest, they've been trying to get Seth Bling to join for ages, and he sort of said, yeah, but he sort of was like, I'll just join for UHC, and we could do stuff together once in a while, help each other out with inventions, and try out new games like Blocks versus Zombies and stuff like that. I really don't think that anyone other than Seth Bling would have been a big... Somebody said there was going to be a female joining. And in a recent video I was talking about it'd be nice to see videos by females. I haven't seen any. I'm not saying there aren't any, or that they're not any good or anything like that. I'm just saying I haven't seen any, and I'd like to see some. It'd be nice if Darlene did one. Oh, yes, it would. On the other hand, I've seen her play. No offense. She'd probably be the first to tell you that she could probably stand to improve slightly. Oop. Hey, I'm all for improvement. I know, because, well, I could probably stand to improve as well. You'd probably be the first to tell me that, and I'd be the first to agree to that. Heck, I don't think there's anybody who couldn't stand at least a little improvement. Oh. Nope. I've got to go get more diamonds, though, because I want to get that diamond armor going. Everybody else... I noticed how Seth Bling had done so much digging in the last few days, is when he dug that whole thing out, and he got tons and tons of stuff. He had lots of diamonds, and... There's the new under texture. I like that. I've also got an upper texture which has changed slightly. Just slightly, mind you. I was really impressed by what Seth Bling had been doing. All that digging. How could anyone do so much rote digging? And he was upset that it was in survival mode, because he usually just did stuff with MC Edit or in creative mode. And hey, who could blame him? You want to get that stuff done faster? It's a good way to do it. Some of my previous builds were... Oh, look, there's iron. Some of my previous builds were done using creative mode, and although I liked it done that way, and it got it done faster, and you didn't have to search for so much for materials, there was a sense of cheapening for the whole thing, as though to say, wait, this isn't right, as though to say, hey, this is what we've got, and it's... Put one there. There, I've now dug a much larger space underneath that. And that's more acceptable until such time as I might as well start tearing it down now. I have no respect for other religions because they don't have respect for my religion. Assuming I have one, I mean, after all, I don't go around telling people, well, first let's break down the door. Oh, we don't have a thing. Well, you know what? I don't care. Break it anyway. This is a bit late to get started on this. I should have started at the beginning of the day. I don't care. Where's your God now? Ha ha ha. But that's the problem, is they don't really worship a God. They just sort of go, ham, 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 ham. Their prayer book is the book of ham, 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 ham. The three sons of Noah were Shem, Jam, and Japheth. Japheth. I'm not poking fun at their religion. I just don't think they have one. But what's this building? Well, it's just some building, I think. Actually, I don't know what I'm doing up on the roof. I'm up on the roof again. I wonder if anybody knows that song. Yeah, well, that was to be expected. Anyway, How much space do I got left? You know, I should move that so I can see what I'm doing. This isn't about getting all of it. Yeah, I was thinking it'd be wonderful if I could just go into creative mode and just blow the heck out of this. You know, I should really keep these ladders. Anyway, I was saying I should really go into creative mode and just blow the heck out of this building. But the more I thought about it, the more I'm like, nah, it's not very nice to anybody. Not that it's nice anyway. I have 2 doors now? What door is the other one I didn't hit? I don't know. Gotta be careful now. I'm getting good at demolition of structures that already exist. Although you can't get the glass panels back, that's fine. I've got plenty of sand. I've done 1/4 of the outer wall. Yes! Can't go wrong there. Well, I am, however, going wrong in the sense of I gotta get out of here. Out, I say, out. There's a bed that awaits me. Any more junk? Okay. I'm not going to end this video because I'm going to go back and check how the mail is coming and check on a few other things. Well, a couple of other things. Well, we'll see what we got. So, alright, we're going. We're really got low frame rate here. I thought I fixed the frame rate so it would go a little faster, but it's still going a bit choppy. 10 frames a second. That's a little better. What have we here? Well, I haven't started yet. As you can see, the gates haven't been put up yet properly, but as you can see here, when I get through with it, it's my sheep pen. And finally going to get enough wool that I can make more beds, and I'm going to start dyeing more sheep. I caught the yellow sheep, which makes me a little happy, but he'll probably get out if I'm not in much of a hurry. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I mean, what do you do with extra little water things you're just going to get rid of? I don't know. Anyway, I got to continue that way. Over here, on the other side of the trees, there's a little space over here, which although I haven't done anything to it yet, I was going to put horses over here. Let's show it for a minute. That, oh, that's the other exit of that one thing. But this would be a great place to put some horses, I guess. Maybe I'll remove that stuff there, do a few other things. It's been a while since... I gotta move those sheep, too. How am I going to move the sheep? I don't know. We'll figure that out someday. And now it's that segment that we call Mail Call. And it's time once again to read today's latest mail. Okay. To answer your question, no, you cannot join my server. For one thing, this is not actually online. This is, at the moment, offline. It's not even open to a LAN or anything. All it really is just a single player. In future, if I get a server going, I'm going to find out if I can transfer the file onto an online thing, and then I'll have a whitelist, and then yes, people will be allowed to join the server with predictable results and possibly very hilarious ones. But I want the people to be of the kind of caliber that they are in like a mind crack sort of thing. That's why they were really happy to get Seth Bling, and they were all but romancing him, really. So there you go. Maybe you'll be able to join the server, but the simple fact is you're not going to at the moment because I don't have it set up. Once I have the castle, and yes, there is that contest for the name of the castle. Once that's over with, and the castle is at least partially complete, and I'm about to set up the base there, and once I've set up that mysterious thing in the distance, that's going to be another staircase, and where is that going? And why? then I'll show you. Then I might start doing this. It's about comfort. It's about comfort level. I need a better comfort level, and that's all there is to it. Now, rest of the day we're going to spend some time here digging out more of the sheep. Because I don't want that yellow one to get out. See, look, that yellow one's just on the verge of getting out. Oh, I see, he can't get out. Oh, that's good. I'm not so sure I got these right, because the other ones... Oh. On the other ones of these... Oh, I can put this over here. On the other farm areas, they're not as deep as this one. I think there's a reason for this, but I don't remember yet. Was I going to do this because of... Oh, who knows? Who cares? Why do I have to have a reason for doing anything? I don't like the fact that I'm destroying all this stuff when the sheep need something to eat. Of course they need something to eat. Well, there's some over there. I can just hope that stuff grows. Why does it, you might say, well, why does this stuff have to be level? Well, I want it to be level. I guess by going that extra space, it guarantees the sheep aren't going to escape. On the other hand, what's wrong with them escaping once in a while? Well, you don't want them to escape, but that's not the point either. I don't want to have to go chasing them all over the place, even though it might make interesting television, or interesting video, or whatever this is. Or maybe uninteresting video of just breaking blocks. Breaking blocks is not hard to do. And then they have to stand on it like the... Come on. What are you doing up there? Bah. Have I filled this up yet? Oh, almost. And then I could use the dirt for the buildings. I'm not really having much difficulty with all this. Doing the sort of thing that you would expect, like anyone on Mindcrack. I really shouldn't keep talking about Mindcrack. I mean, they're nice guys. They're really nice guys. I think they're too nice, actually. What they need is somebody on the server who griefs the heck out of them, and then they get upset because they don't know what's wrong, and they can't figure out who's doing it because it's a huge prank or something. Yeah, well, that's the way I see it anyway. And then they get upset about it. Of course they'd get upset about it. And then the viewers know who's doing it. Or maybe the viewers don't know who's doing it, because that would be even more fun. But somebody... What would be great is if there was a Mindcracker that nobody knew. Like they were doing when they had... When Seth Bling first showed up and he's playing this account called New Mindcracker. Yeah, that was nice. Thanks. Oh, that's another thing I gotta do. For those who are wondering, I have to replace the sand with dirt. Now you might say, well, what does that matter? I mean, but it's like just the one layer of sand has to be replaced. No, you don't replace it with bread. You replace it with dirt. Okay. Bread. Okay. I'm always hoping that this could be done without losing anything. It's still not done. And there's only one way out of here. Oop. Lift the block. There must be some kind of way out of here. I've increased the gravel road. I did say that. Morgus isn't doing anything. He must be on vacation. Maybe wizards go to Gen Con. What do you think? Wizard go to Gen Con? Geneva Convention? No. Genoa, Italy. We got a lot of Italian wizards. No, that's still not funny. Well, let's see what we have in here. Well, I see some clay in here. I'm thinking that he may have done something. He may have done something to... He's taking advantage of my facilities. And here I thought he had his own facilities. Well, he does. I've seen them. What happens when I run out of room for seeds? Maybe I could just have a chest for nothing but seeds. This is stupid. The whole thing is stupid. I've got 2 doors that aren't being used, and flint doesn't even go in there. And dirt that has to go somewhere. Boy, have I got a lot of stuff to mess around with. And I don't know where the rest of my bread went. He needs more bread than that. What if he decides to go long distance somewhere? Actually, I'm glad we've got a wizard, because if he ever does anything, he'll be able to brew potions and help us out with that. I don't know if he's been on the server. Castle, not working on Castle right now. Oh well, sleep time. Well, that's it. See you next time.